Hey, what is up, guys? How are you doing today? I hope you are all good and welcome back to my channel. So, today I'm going to be talking about this build and showing you guys an in depth league start build guide that should help you to get from Act 1 up to doing T16 maps with little to no stress. To get started, let's get into the build's pros. This build is really very low budget. You don't need any specific thing, right? It's very smooth leveling from Act 1 up until you're doing your red maps. It has got very good clear and it's SSF friendly. The build cons include it's a totem playstyle. It's not for everyone. It's not tanky. Yes, this build does not tank anything. It will die randomly sometimes. It doesn't have any good defenses, and this is not a build that you put a lot of currency in to min-max it, right? And you're not going to do uber bosses or pinnacle bosses efficiently on this build. This is build that is purely made to do blight maps, to do expedition, to do essences, and that's it, right? So for the POB, this is what I came up with. All this gear is gear that you would have at around when you're in red maps, tier 14, tier 15, tier 16 maps, which will be offering around 1.7 million DPS per totem, right? So I've put these leveling trees from level 1, Act 2, Act 3, where you ascend first, Act 4, Act 5, Act 6, Act 7, Act 8, Act 9, Act 10, Merciless Lab, then the transition to crit. So by the time you transition to crit, try to have found at least a large crested jewel lightning base, right? And roll. The only node that we need is Snowstorm. Everything else you can get whatever, right? Snowstorm is what we need. For the medium clusters, we are going to want sleepless sentries and another sleepless sentries on the other one. No, in fact, we just need one sleepless sentry. The other one you can get whatever, right? Ancestral Echo is very good as well, and then maybe Ancestral Might, it is good as well, right? So when you transition to crit, you take off this node here. Was on X10, would have taken this node, right? We'll still have elemental overload. So when we transition, we remove elemental overload, we remove this section here, we take arcane potency for the crit, we take annihilation, and we take this whole Shaman Dominion, and we take totems taunt enemies around them for 1 second when summoned. This is basically your defense, right? And then we equip our cluster. So if you don't have clusters, right, you're still going to keep this area. You put a jewel here, and probably you come down to Iron Will and take some life here if you don't have cluster jewels yet. So this build starves from dexterity and strength. You need a lot of these stats. As you'll see on this gear, there is a lot of strength, dex. Yeah, that's it, right? As for jewels, I just put crit multi and cast speed, crit multi and cast speed, crit multi and cast speed, and that is it. You don't need anything else of those jewels. The gear is basically resistances in life, and stats, resistances, life, and stats. And we have 2 Call of the Brotherhoods. This will be augmented with the elemental modifiers catalysts, right, for the 96% lightning damage converted to cold. And then we have Snowstorm, which gain 8% of lightning damage as extra cold against shield enemies, and will always be chilling enemies because we are running Herald of Ice and we're doing cold damage, right? So for skills, this will be your endgame setup. Spark, Spell Totem, multiple totems, Pierce, increased critical damage, added lightning damage. All these are not quality at all. If you quality them, we'll get to around 2.3 million DPS. We have immortal call, cast when damage, increased duration. We have sniper's mark, herald of ice. We have wave of conviction plus chain mine and curling strike. We have wave of wrath, zealotry, precision and clarity. These two you can level to whatever you can to be able to cast your things, right? So you'll notice on the tree I took this mastery. When the tree is updated, we have 12% increased mana reservation efficiency from this node, which will increase our mana to cast our totems much more efficiently. So that will do for the tree. I have also set up this document, right? Sorry for flashbang. 1 second. Okay, I have set up this document. So basically you have the pros, the cons, and whatever content you want to farm. I'll do my atlas tree when we have the updated atlas. Leveling from Act 1 to Act 10 is step by step. What you do step by step from muling, what you do in Act 1, each mission, what gems you take, what you link them to, Act 2, and then Act 4 when you transition to your totems. Then we have gear progression in maps with trade links, and then I said crafting video coming soon, as I'll be doing crafting videos for all the gear that I do craft myself, rings, amulets, jewels. And then for endgame links, these are the links that you'll be running, right? So that's it for the build guide. Before I take off, let me show you guys a quick map just to show you how the build does in a toxic sewer map, which is the map that we want to be farming for blight maps. So let me jump in. Yeah, please know this build will die randomly sometimes, so because it is not tanky at all. We depend on our totems to defend us, which sometimes isn't sufficient. So we start our blight. So you see on the annoyance I have chilling towers and I have meteor towers. So we spam our meteor towers here, and I'll put a chilling tower right there, and we just stand right there. That should do it pretty much. So that was the blight map, and this is what we'll be doing on day 2, day 3 maybe. So that's the blight map. So let me jump out now and go to showcase a full blight map, while also showing you guys the gear one by one. It will be on the screen. There will be gear coming out there for you guys to see. So when we are starting out in the league, before the build is strong enough, we'll be using ember oils to reduce the cost of towers. We'll make it rare and we'll corrupt it. Oh, it's toxic sewer again. Interesting. Okay, so I'm just going to check the layout. Okay, so we can put a choke point there, another choke point in this door. Yeah, so I'm going to put a chilling tower right here. Yeah, you can start it, it's fine. And then put this right there. So I'll see you guys when the map is done. Cheers. So that was the map, guys. Thank you for watching this long. I know these videos are a bit long now. I appreciate the support, guys. And if you like the video, if you like the build guide, consider subscribing, leaving a like, and suggesting in the comments. I would really appreciate that.